sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
No one is going to have a clue what this reference is, apart from the individual that I'm about to reference. Hello! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're joining us from. It's basically Cy Powell of Chain Wrestling SJP podcast. Yeah, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to one of two preview streams from myself and Jason. My one is now, and Jason is hopefully going to be doing one tomorrow. He's actually on holiday at the moment, so I'm hoping that he does a stream tomorrow evening. It'd be the usual time, about 7-8 o'clock-ish, something like that. But yeah, so you'll not only get a stream from myself, but from Jason. It's all hotting up in the Rivals League. As Harbour Boy said, you know, we're only at game week 9, 10, whatever. 9 game weeks have gone, and there's going to be plenty more drama to unfold. And Yeah, I've been talking a lot about the members, the Rivals League over the last few days on members videos and whatnot, and it is fascinating to see what's developing in the Rivals League, and from my personal point of view in the Torbay Elite League, which I look at very, very closely indeed. And there is one guy in the Rivals League at the moment, Seb, who is running away with it at the moment. If I show you on screen here, he is absolutely, he's like 20 odd points ahead of Nick Treadwell. So yeah, Seb is there. I think Seb may be here live. I think I'll get to the chat in a second. But yeah, Seb is storming at the moment. And when you look at the various teams in the Rivals League, lots of familiar names across the board when it comes to team player selections and whatnot. I'm stating the bloody obvious. I'm fully aware of this. So yeah, it's all hotting up. But Seb with that 20 odd point lead, he's in a comfortable position. Obviously, I saw earlier on, apparently Rodgers has come out and said that essentially Jamie Vardy's fine. So all you Jamie Vardy owners are going to be okay with the fact that he's going to be playing Arsenal. Blanking. But this is Seb's team, just to give you an idea. He's 1,000, God knows where in the world. Top 1,000, whatever. Top 2,000. Right there. This is his team. And the only real problem is probably Rafinha, if anything. But now Seb doesn't have to panic with the fact Vardy's playing. And yeah, I think he goes into this game week looking hot, to be honest with you. He's got nothing to worry about. He, 1,929. 1,929. All looking rosy. I think Rafinha will probably be fine. Probably, but again, no idea. We all know what happened. I mean, Ben Dinnery, if anybody follows Ben Dinnery, you're best off seeing what he's saying about Rafinha, because I will not have a clue, essentially. But yeah, let's just quickly see who's in the chat saying hello and based on factors. Yeah, it's based on factors. Bloody hell, Joe Nicholson's here. Karma Baby, like I said, Seb's here, Sparta's here, Denver, Gabriel de Rop, of course. Penguin saying, is there anyone here captaining someone that isn't Mo Salah? I think we'd be... There's no one to captain this week other than a Liverpool player. End of discussion. We'll get onto the predictions in a minute, but the reality is that Liverpool, Man City and West Ham have got the best fixtures. Well, you ain't going to captain a West Ham player unless you really want to be going for Antonio. Man City, who's going to play? The only pretty much guaranteed starter is Grealish, Edison, Diaz, Foden, Mahrez at a push, KDB. I mean, he played... I nearly swore then. He played last night, surprise, surprise. So I'm not willing to put the captaincy on him. It's down to Liverpool. And if you got Salah, you stick it on Salah. If you got Mane, you stick it on Mane. But who owns Mane? So it's just essentially just sticking on Salah. Look, Salah's the greatest player in the world at the moment. He's on fire. Anything he touches turns into goals, as they say. So yeah, I wouldn't be, especially someone like you with a rank of God knows how many places. You're 30,000th or something like that. So yeah, just stick with Salah. I mean, if there is anybody foolish enough to be captaining Mo Salah, let the guys know in the chat, because I think you'd be an idiot, to be honest with you. I think you'd be an absolute prat. But that's just, in the words of JR, that's just my opinion. I think that's me doing an impression of my brother doing an impression of JR. That's just my it's just my opinion, yeah? Always about opinions these days. You can't have your own opinion. Oh yeah, Chelsea. Chelsea have got a good fixture as well, haven't they? Away at Newcastle. Havertz. There we are. Havertz. Why not? Why not? Genuinely. Can he outscore Salah though? Unlikely. Always the same. Do you know, I'm sick to death of saying... Fozzie, if you're still here, I'm sick to death of saying that. Always the same. Case perhaps is saying, my overall rank is 1.8 thousand. It's hard not to pick Salah. Yeah, didn't have the guts. Yeah, I think, like I say, if you're doing... It doesn't matter whether you're doing really well or not. I think that Salah is the best captaincy this week. Up against a Brighton team that can see goals and Liverpool that like to score goals. Hence why it's probably going to end up 0-0. But Mr. Anderson saying, I put the captaincy on Kevin De Bruyne last week. Let's not do that again. Was that 1 point? Is that 1 point that he got? I'm trying to think. Hello, animations. Chelsea have the best fixture again this week, Karma Baby is saying. Havertz will probably score a brace. Patrick Cornet, should we say. Do you have any other Maverick punts to share this week? I jumped on your Cornet call last week. Punts. I keep doing this. James from Planet FPL. Punts, eh? Right, I don't know. Until we go through the fixtures, I don't know. It's my honest answer. So, Leon Bailey, yeah, Karma Baby, I do. I've been banging on about Bailey for the last few weeks. He's been, but the question is, does he start? Does he start? No, actually, that's a point. Karma Baby asked a question in the Discord. Admittedly, it was in the moderator chat. But he asked about something. I can't remember what specifically it was about. Let's just quickly see what Karma Baby asked. And then something to do with the predictions. Ah, yes. Of course. It was about the predictions. He was saying about how tight it is in the score predictor game. Let me just quickly... Yeah, there we are. Blah, 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 blah. Are you going to be getting Cornet into your team, and do you think he'll play out of position? I would advise anybody to be getting in Cornet at 6 million. To hell with it. Burnley have got great fixtures upcoming. They're now going to be entering that phase where they don't lose. And the only player that seems to be doing well for us is Cornet. So get on Cornet. He's going to do nothing this week. Because he just got his 2 goals the day before. Or the week before. But yeah, I highly recommend getting on Cornet. So yeah, with the score predictor game, anybody here that's taking part, which I know there's quite a lot of you guys that are. So, and Lino's been taken off the top. I know that much. I know Lino isn't there anymore at the top. So we got Daz. I apologise. I don't know who Daz is unless you're here now. If you want to comment in the section afterwards, let us know who you are. But you got Lino, 4 points behind Daz. Then you got Paul C, who's 9 points off top spot. Dara Brosnan, very, very tight. Karma Baby then in 5th, 472. I know Maestro's up there. But he definitely... Oh no, that's that's the Rivals League. Maestro's up in the Rivals League. He's doing really well. Sultan Saeed's up there. I'm in 18th, 420 points. So top spot's 487. I'm in 18th on 420. I'm actually ahead of Maestro. I see there, just by 7 points. I'm behind Rodrigo. I'm behind you by 2 points. Yeah, lots of familiar faces. There's Fire Tag there. Vijay. Faded Raza up the Toffees. Yes. So I said Grekla. Why always me? Karma Baby there. Yeah, so it is fascinating. Fascinating. It'd be interesting to see what you guys are going to be predicting this week for the scores. As I always say, does Does it affect your thinking? Maybe. Pookie against Leeds, yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to be an awful game, 0-0. 1-0 either way. It's going to be awful, that game. I won't be going on him, but can I see him scoring? Yeah. Leeds can't defend, so Penguin's saying he can see Palace scoring. Bremo at 5.6 seems to offer better value in the corner. Nah. Probably better value, but I can't imagine Bremo scoring the amount of goals. Because like I say, Brentford's goals come from everywhere. Burnley's goals come from two people, Chris Wood and Cornet. And the player in form at the moment is Cornet. And like I say, we're going into a decent run of fixtures now. So I think that certainly jumping on one of them is going to be cool. But yeah, let's start cracking on with the score predictions, shall we? Let's see what you guys are thinking on the fixtures. This is always my favourite time of the week. It's Leicester versus Arsenal. We kick off tomorrow afternoon, 12:30. Lots of games at 3 o'clock. Lots of games, which is good. I'm pretty certain me and Jason are covering the games. It's not tomorrow, is it? What day is it today? Thursday. Yeah, so I'm going to be... hopefully, I should be streaming with Jason from 3 o'clock, almost certainly. And Leicester, who can't defend, aren't in the most particular of greatest of forms, which is where I'm going to get proven wrong right now. Let's have a quick look at Leicester. I think this is going to be a very tight game. Okay, I tell a lie. Unbeaten in their last 5. Last 4 they've won. Well, actually it's been a draw, win, draw. But they beat Brighton on penalties. High scoring games. Lots of high scoring games. 2-2, 4-2, 4-3, 2-1, 2-2. I've got this down personally. I've personally got this down as a 1-1. I think they're just going to cancel each other out. It's the classic line from me. Arsenal are no mugs. They do concede, but their last 6 fixtures they're unbeaten. There's a bit of a pattern: 1-1, drawn, 1-1. Their last 2 away fixtures, by pure coincidence, they're all home wins. 3-0, 3-1, and then their away games. Oh well, actually, tell a lie. They've had 5 games out of the last 6 have been at home. Okay, fair enough. Well, Brighton 0, Arsenal 0, and then the other draw was 2-2 against Crystal Palace, and then 3-1, and then 2-0 in the Carabao Cup. So yeah, I'm expecting a pretty lacklustre game here. 1-1, 2-1 either way, something like that. Essentially a goal in it. Basically a goal in it. The history's going 2-1, but the form is suggesting a 2-1 victory 2-1 to Arsenal, and the form is saying a 2-1 victory to Leicester. We've got Ayush saying 3-1 to Leicester. Bloody hell, there's no love for Arsenal here. 3-0, Denver saying to Leicester. Ramanathan 2-1. Bilal here, going the old 1-1. Cameron Rawcliffe, hello mate. 2-1 to Leicester. FPL Fozzie 1-1. Miliminic 2-2. Perdrag 1-1. Mesut Ozil 2-2. Nico Adams, hello mate. 2-1. Mr. Anderson 1-1. Oh, God. Yeah, some very high scoring games there, but Karma Baby saying 11 goals in 13 for Vardy against Arsenal. There you are. Get your money on a penny, a anytime goal scorer. That's what I've been doing. It's not really been working, but well, it has actually, to be fair. So yeah, like I said, the history's saying 2-1 to Leicester. To Arsenal, but the form is saying 2-1 to Leicester. We now move on to... Oh, God, this is probably got 0-0 written all over it. Burnley versus goalkeeperless Brentford. This is going to be dire, I think. Although, I say all that, I really have this feeling we're going to beat them. I really do think that we're going to beat them. Don't know why. I just do. And I think Brentford will score. It's going to be a horrible game. I've gone 2-1 to Burnley. The history saying 3-1. But the form is saying 1-0 to Brentford. Ramanathan 1-1. Miliminic 1-1. Bilal 1-1. Cinnamon 1-1. Cameron Rawcliffe 1-1. We've got Parag 1-0. Padraig 1-0 to Burnley. Denver 1-0 saying Canis for Brentford. Mr. Anderson 1-0 to Burnley. Karma Baby's going 1-1. Matt Stitt is saying 2-0. Penguin saying 1-0. Seems to be a lot of love for either a 1-1 or maybe. Not many people going with a victory to Brentford. There's a couple, but yeah. Just to repeat that, so I'm going 2-1. History saying 3-1 Burnley. And the form is going 1-0 to Brentford. We then move on to Mr. Popular Captaincy. It's Liverpool versus Brentford. But before I say that, Coolio Two-Foots, who is doing exceptionally well in the Rivals League, I'm not captaining Salah because I think another player will outscore him. I back myself and I don't play based on effective ownership trash. Fair enough. Good on you. Good on you. Let me just bring up Coolio Two-Foot's team, and clearly he knows what he's talking about because he's doing exceptionally well. This is his team here. So, based on your team here, I'm going to assume that unless you've clearly brought in another player, you are going to be going with either Mane, based on what you've just said, Mane or Antonio. Maybe even Jimenez, because Everton are rubbish. I mean, it could be a punt on one of your defenders. Who, I mean, look at that defence there: Chilwell, Reece James, Diaz, Trent. Beautiful, beautiful. Who would you be captaining, Coolio Two-Foots, if you're willing to divulge, tell your rivals? But I think that for someone in your position, Salah is, you've got enough differentials in that team to catch up with Seb and various other people. So, yeah, an interesting statement there. So, yeah, Coolio Two-Foots, let us know who you're thinking of capping if it isn't Salah. What are you guys thinking on this game here? So, Newcastle saying 3-0 to Liverpool. Mr. Anderson 2-0. Cinnamon saying 3 or 4 goals for Liverpool. Cameron Rawcliffe 2-0. FPL Sparta 3-0. Seb 3-0. 2-1 Denver saying. Bilal 2-0. Mikras 3-0. Matt Stitt 4-0. Lots and lots of defensive returns people are thinking here. FPL Seb, the captain is the most important decision of every game week. Yes. Yeah. Agreed. Well, you'll be certainly listening in, Seb, to what Coolio Two-Foots is doing. But he's saying that he is not going to be captain Salah. Very, very interesting. Well, I certainly will be captain Salah. But what do I think about the score? I don't know why, but I do think Brighton are going to score, annoyingly. I think I think Liverpool will win comfortably. I'm expecting that Liverpool are going to concede. I've gone 3-1. They're just scoring goals for fun. And Brighton concede a lot of opportunities, so I'm expecting Liverpool to do pretty well. The history... the history saying... you're not going to like this. Your history is going to go with 1-0 to Liverpool. And the form is saying 2-0 to Liverpool. So the history and the form are thinking a clean sheet for Liverpool, but I'm not. So, very interesting stuff there. Bilal is saying, I disagree with Seb saying that the most important decision of every game is the captaincy. I don't know. Hello, Dale. Dale's here. Hello. 3-1 you're going as well. Liverpool looking unstoppable. Yeah, Bilal saying about the importance of captaincy. Captain is not the be-all and end-all. Matt Henley saying he's a Brighton fan. He can't see us scoring. You get opportunities though. If, like Man City, allow it to happen. I was really annoyed at that game actually. Man City, I don't know what happened in the second half, but Brighton were all over them. Man City should have come out of that 4 or 5-0 winners. And Brighton fans would have been thinking, do you know what? Yeah, you're like us. We create chances but don't have a quality striker. A bit like us, really. Create the chances but got no one in the back of the... What do you call it? To put the ball in the back of the net. Another difficult decision here for Man City. Who do we go with? It's just pot luck, really. Whoever you've got, you just stick with. Who do you bring in? It's a lottery. Foden at best, Diaz, Cancelo, probably the only three. What you guys think about this game? Because I'm thinking it's going to be a comfortable victory. I've got 4-0 to Man City. Very, very comfortable indeed. The history saying 3-1. And the current form is saying 4-0. 4-0 the current form, and I'm saying 4-0 as well. Mikros is saying 3-0 to Man City. Mr. Anderson 4-0. 4-0 Denver saying. Vigard is saying 4-0. Penguins thinking a tighter game. Penguins thinking 2-1 to Palace. Think it's going to be a lot tighter, do you? Why do you think that, Penguin? They've scored 12 goals, conceded none in their 4 games at home this season. You've got Cinnamon here saying 3-1 City. FPL Seb saying 3-0. So Cinnamon's thinking City going to concede as well. Ramanathan 3-1. I'm going 2-1. Palace are super solid. No one is running them over this season yet, but they haven't played. They haven't played. Man City. Penguin is saying Aspilicueta has been spotted in training. I think Tuchel said he's pretty much okay. He's a fighter, he said, didn't he? Joe Nicholson 6-0. Oh, that'd be amazing. Cameron Rawcliffe 3-0. City. Just a reminder, the history saying 3-1 and the form is saying 4-0. Newcastle Chelsea. Newcastle do like to score goals at home. Keyword being at home. Chelsea, on the other hand, don't like scoring goals, but they like to defend and don't concede. However, I'm expecting this to be a pretty professional job. I do see Newcastle scoring though. You always get a chance with Callum Wilson, St Maximin in there. I've got them gotten a goal. I'm expecting Chelsea to win this 2-1. The history's saying 2-0, but the form is saying 2-1. So history 2-0, the form 2-1. Mikros 3-0 Chelsea. Pedrag 2-1. Denver 5-1. 1-0 Chelsea. 3-0 Cinnamon saying. 3-1 Chelsea. Bilal saying 2-0 Chelsea. Coolio 2foot saying, you will see my captain after the deadline. Good. Cameron Warcliffe 2-0. Have Aspilicueta, but can't lie. Was hoping he was out so I could transfer him out for Chilwell. Bring in Chilwell anyway. Just take out whoever you've got and bring in Chilwell anyway. Have Chilwell and Aspilicueta. Vigard saying Chelsea win 2-1. 3-1 the Hall is saying. Newcastle 2-0. Penguin saying 3-1. Ramanathan 2-1. Yeah, FPL Tip saying 3-1. FPL Seb saying 4-0. Seb, you haven't even said a team is going to... All you've done is gone... Pretty sure you've gone... clean sheets for everybody. Hello, Andre. 2-1 to Chelsea. Watford, Southampton. Oh, God. Hello, Francis. Watford, Southampton. Jesus, is there any fans of these teams in here? Tragic. Horrible game. I mean, talking of punts, Josh King, perhaps, scored a hat-trick last week. They're up against Southampton. This is going to be awful, this game. Watford, a team that are needing to get results, so to speak. They're not relegation form at all. So Southampton, on the other hand, very, very, very tough to beat. I personally think they're going to cancel each other out, and I'm going 1-1. The history, though, saying 2-1 to Southampton, but the form is saying 1-1. Let's see what you guys are thinking. Cinnamon saying 2-1 Watford or 1-0, so a goal in it. Denver saying 3-3. Forget it. FPL Tips is saying 3-2 Watford. Paul Williams 0-0. Yeah. Nahal saying 2-0 to Southampton. Who's scoring for Southampton? Joe Nicholson 1-1. Natasha, hello mate. 2-2. Hello mate. FPL Seb 1-1. Chris Tinson, forget it. Brozier isn't scoring a double. May get a double-digit score. 2 assists or something, but he ain't scoring a double. Vigard saying 2-2. Paydrag is saying 1-1, but I could see Ranieri getting his second win. Yeah. 1-1, but I'm tempted to predict it. Watford win, Karma Baby is saying. Cameron is saying 1-0 to Watford. Yeah, I think it's going to be it's a terrible game. Terrible game. Now, on to 2 teams I hate. Oh, I nearly swore then. I hate these 2. Spurs, just rubbish. They only just beat us last night. What was it, 1-0? Lucas Moore in the 67th minute. That is pathetic. Surprise, 1-0. Man United, on the other hand, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at the wheel that's on a car that's heading towards a steel girder. He's crashing it. He's lost complete control. He's going to be out the door. Awful. Can they beat Spurs? No. These 2 are cancelling each other out. It's going to be dire. I'm personally going 1-1. They're just going to cancel each other out. If it was to end 2-1 either way, 1-0 either way, I would not be surprised. But I've gone 1-1 in this particular fixture. The history saying 2-1 to United, but the form is saying 1-1. What are you guys thinking in this? Chris Timpson, 3-2 Tottenham. Forget it. Karma Baby, Masterclass 1-1. Yep. 0-0 Mr. Anderson. 3-2 Spurs. See goals in this. From who? Who, Nuclear Atoms? Who scores for Spurs? Nobody. Who's scoring for Man United? Nobody. Natasha, 1-1. Eumulius, Son hat-trick. Forget it. That could be 0-0 or 3-3, Cinnamon is saying. 2-1 United, Padrag. Ole stays at the wheel. Yeah. Nahal, 2-1 Spurs. Yeah. Ooh, 2-1 Spurs. Mikras, 1-1. Penguin saying 1-1. Battle for the sack. Yeah. This is going to be awful, that game. he ain't going to want to lose, is he? That Nuno is going to be trying to catch Thingy on the break. Man United, on the other hand, they're going to try catch Spurs out on the break. It's just utter garbage. Utter garbage. Another game that's going to be utter garbage. Norwich at home to Leeds. God. A team that can't score against a team that concedes goals but can't score. I mean, every time I've watched Leeds, they've looked terrible. I get to watch them again. If this ended 0-0, I would not be shocked. If it ended 1-0 either way, I would not be shocked. If it ended 2-2, I would be shocked. If it ended high scoring, I'd be shocked. I mean, I've actually gone 1-0 to Norwich because it's the fact that they're at home. That is it. It's the only reason why I'm going 1-0 to Norwich. That's it. Because they're at home. But honestly, you guys saying 1-1, I think is a great shout. I may just put that in the predictor after all. Cinnamon saying Norwich 1-0, but a Leeds home goal. Ramanathan 0-0. Carlo saying 1-0 to Leeds, but it's 0-0 is highly possible. FPL Penguin with a snooze emoji. Norwich 0, Leeds 0. FPL Penguin saying 2 cleats in a row for Norwich before Chelsea. 1-0 Norwich. 1-0, 1-0. FPL said, I'm a Norwich fan and the club is so toxic inside and out at the moment. Leeds will win 2-0. Wow. Wow. Leeds playing with half a team. Chris Tinson is saying, yeah. This guy is saying 1-0 Norwich. Navis 2-0 to Leeds. Yeah, I can't. It's awful. If you want a 4.5 forward, get that Joe Garhunt in your teams. He's going to be seeing some playing time at Leeds. And there we are. I think I've got him, haven't I? Karma Baby, if you've been watching the videos. Here we are, Karma Baby. Your team, Aston Villa, up against West Ham. Another tough one to call. But I think West Ham nick it. I think there's a goal in it in this game. I mean, I'm personally predicting 2-1. The form is predicting 2-1 to West Ham, this is. But the history is going 3-1 to West Ham. West Ham do seem to enjoy playing Aston Villa. Vigard saying 2-1 sounds good. Cinnamon 2-1. Mr. Ransom 2-1. These are all for West Ham. Nahal 3-0. 3-0. Natasha 3-2. A high scoring game. Mikras 2-1 to West Ham. Carmen Baby 2-1 to West Ham. Dean Smith has one more game after this to save his job, in my opinion. Denver saying 3-1. Ramanathan 2-1 to West Ham. Yeah, very, very tight, it seems. And talking of tight games, we end the game week with this. Wolves, who don't want to lose, versus Everton, who don't want to lose. God. This is a stinker, this fixture. Again, I've gone for each one to cancel each other out. I've gone 1-1. I've gone 1-1 in this game. Just cancel each other out. Classic line of, if it ended 1-0 either way, 1-1, 2-1 either way. It's not a high scoring game. Who scores for these teams? Nobody. The history, though, is saying 2-1 to Everton. But the form is saying 1-1. Carmen Baby saying, if in doubt, go 1-1. Cinnamon saying 2-1 Wolves with Hwang the goal scorer. Mr. Anderson 1-0 Wolves. Everton win 2-1 because it's time. It's time. It's time. It's Vader time. 0-0 Denver saying. Pedrag is saying 2-0. 1-1 Ramanathan. Horrible game. Essentially, it's a horrible game. So I'm just like Karma Baby said, if in doubt, go 1-1. If in doubt, Captain Salah. If in doubt, go 1-1. And yeah, awful, terrible game. What a game to end on in the week. God, this is why it's going to end up goals galore. Everybody doing what they need to do. So. On to what I'm doing this week. Well, if you remember, you already know what I'm doing or what I've done. If not, then I'm going to tell you a little story. So here is my team for game week 10. So, essentially the story goes like this. On Saturday lunchtime, after the Chelsea game finished, Saturday last week, I went, right, out goes Tierney, and out goes Sarr. Hello, Raya. Hello, Reece James. Brentford, really good fixtures. Happy to go with them. Let's get on with it. Happy days. Move on. And then on... What's today? Where's today? Thursday. So Wednesday morning at 2 o'clock in the morning, I see a tweet from Triggerlips. And it says, words to the effect of, ha ha ha, Raya owners, how many of you don't own a backup goalkeeper? And I'm thinking, what the hell is he talking about? So I quickly check, and it turns out Raya is out for God knows how many weeks, months, years. I genuinely just couldn't believe it. So I thought, I'm going to have to do a -8 to bring in. So I did that was a -4 to do Raya and Reece James in. I was happy with that. I was really happy with that. Just get it done. And then I'm like, well, I've got no Raya, I've got no playing goalkeeper, so I'm going to go with Ramsdale. And I said to myself, yeah, but Steve, you've just done really well last week, and you are literally 500,000th in the world, and yet you're now going to take a -8, which is going to drop you down X amount of places, and then in the Rivals League and in the Torbe Elite League, you're going to drop down. So those points that you've made up are now completely wasted. You're not even going to have a goalkeeper. You're going to have 10 men. So I thought, stuff it, I'm hitting the free hit, and that's what I've done. So for anybody listening in audio, we've got, and it really is, this is literally a toss-up, and I've just gone with the home team. But I may swap it to Meslier. I've gone cruel in goal, but it could be Meslier. Rudiger, Trent, Chilwell and Diaz. I'm attacking the Chelsea, Man City and Liverpool matches. Mane, Foden, Salah and Havertz. Salah captain. Antonio and Hwang. Striker-wise this week, I'm really not interested. Strikers full stop aren't really doing anything, not to my knowledge. Jamie Vardy, yeah, whatever. But the likes of Harry Kane, Ronaldo, Lukaku, Jesus... load of rubbish. So really, from the cheapest point of view, from forward line, I've just gone, well, I've got Antonio anyway, stuff it, I'm going to go with Hwang. He's in form. He's got an Everton team that can see goals. There's a very decent chance of him potentially scoring, so why not? And by the way, what I will be doing, so just to show you my old team, I basically will be, for any player that I've taken out that's an attacker, so this is my old team, any player there that's an attacker, so Gallagher, Benrahma, Ronaldo, Jimenez, all four of them I'm going to be putting £1 on anytime goal scorer. Done. I don't care. And as I said in the members video yesterday, I basically just am so relaxed about this game now, because if I can't or won't back my decisions in fantasy football, I will do it via betting. And essentially what that means is, for argument's sake, last week, I chose to back Cornet to score any time, for argument's sake. So I said that I wanted to bring him in, but I couldn't because I was 0.1 short. So instead, I put £1 on him to score any time, and I got £5.50 back on that. Regarding any form of transfer decisions I make, it's a case of if I go through with it, I will then back the player that I got rid of. So for argument's sake, the week before I got rid of Sarr against Liverpool. I brought in Foden, but I thought, to hell with it. I'm going to then back Sarr as anytime goal scorer for £1. Did nothing. And as I keep stating this, it's, what do I gain from this? Well, if they do something, I win money. If they don't do anything, then my transfer may have been justified or whatever. So I'm pretty set. The only concerns that I've got with this specific team is essentially the picks are, do I have Mane instead of Kevin De Bruyne? Well, Kevin De Bruyne played last night. It was 0-0. They were knocked out on penalties. And Kevin De Bruyne at the moment, you just don't know whether he's playing or not. So I can't be bothered. Mane, on the other hand, should be playing. He's in a team which is scoring goals for fun. To hell with it. He's coming in. It's either Havertz or Grealish. I'm going to do the counter of I always say this whenever, I don't know why, whenever, like, for instance, the week before we had Mahrez. People were captaining Mahrez. Alex Vollo, for prime example, captain Mahrez. Perfectly logical decision against whoever it was. Does nothing. Following game in the Champions League, what did he do? Gets 2 goals. Havertz does nothing against Newcastle. Then he plays whoever it was in the Carabao Cup last night or the day before, whatever it was, scores a goal. The fact that quite a lot of people have got Havertz in the Rivals League, I think it's a shield. Shield, if we're going to take the fantasy football scout terminology. And up against Newcastle, false number 9. To hell with it. Newcastle conceding goals for fun. I'd like to think he's going to play, and he's going to play. I'd like to think he's going to be up front. I'd like to think he's going to get something, so he's in. And that's about it, really. The rest of the team I'm very happy with. Double Chelsea defence, perfectly happy with. Diaz, pretty much 90% certain to start. He's had his rest now. Didn't play midweek. The only concern with City is that they've obviously got their Champions League game, but I'd like to think that they're going to progress through that quite easily. I love the Trent pick. Trent is either going to do one of two things: get me 2 points, or get me 6 or more. So, brilliant pick to get him in. I'm loving the Mane pick from myself. Just that slight difference. Like I said, it's to and fro-in, but overall, I'm happy with it. I'm almost certain I'm going to stick with it. It's a toss-up between Krul and Meslier, but I'm going to go with Norwich because they're at home, and that's it. I'm pretty much set with that team. And then the following week, I can correct my team by bringing in. What I'm going to do next week is the transfers that I would have done this week, which is Ramsdale in for Sarr and Reece James in for Tierney. The only annoying thing is that flaming Reece James went up price last night. I can't believe that. Can't believe it. But Gianni Battiste, Chelsea fan, says that if Azpilicueta starts on Saturday, then it's unlikely that Reece James starts. So, that's going to be an interesting one to look at. It's going to be a very interesting one to look at. I think that, what's his face? What's he called? It's going to be interesting from the Rivals League point of view. Jason's got some problems in his team. A few other people have got problems in their team, so... Good, Fozzie. What's worse, cheating medical science or cheating FPL? Boo is saying, it's a good mental tactic that to remain stress-free. Yeah, I like I say, I'm pretty, like, this season, pretty laid back. Don't get me wrong, if certain decisions go against me or whatever, don't get me wrong, I will let people know. I've got a problem. Something goes against me, yeah, I'll be annoyed. Of course I bloody will, like most people will, so... But, like, I couldn't believe, though, that I did £13 worth of bets, but some of them were 50p bets, like 50p on an assist, for argument's sake. And on Sunday, I had something like 7 or 8 bets for different outcomes of assists as goal scorers. Not one came through. It was just my 2, Cornet and... I can't remember who the other player was, but it was Cornet and someone else to score any time, and I got back, of 13 quid, I got back £9.50. I'm pretty much about break even, maybe a couple of pounds profit, a couple of pounds non-profit, but I'm not doing too bad with the FPL, what do you call it? FPL betting. It's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. I was gutted because obviously Jesus, I had him as anytime goal scorer, and obviously it clips off Foden's heel. So again, it's the classic thing of I benefited from that from a Foden owner, but I lost technically a quid. But Jason lost out on points. It's a bit of a weird one, but yeah, like I say. If it comes through, it comes through. Dan's here. Started well, but got big problems. Yeah, I've noticed that. There's quite a few people in the Torbay Elite who, every year it's the same. They start off really well, and then it just, at a certain point, goes downhill. And this is Dan's team. To be fair, it's not that bad. Let's have a look at it. It's up on screen. Rafinha may or may not be playing. And then Tierney's probably not going to play. But the rest of the team, Ronaldo, Vardy, yeah, fine. Damari Gray, fine. Salah, fine. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not too bad. How do we get in these leagues? You can't, Fozzie. That's essentially it. We've been speaking about this all the start of the season. Been avoiding hits like Tyson Fury this season. Maybe time to take a few shots. Good. Brian Tavares, hello. Does going to a 4 million goalkeeper like Foster let you get Cancelo instead of Rudy? Rudy. Yeah, but I don't want Foster. Nah, I would say there's more of a chance of Southampton scoring against Watford than there is of Leeds/Norwich scoring against each other, because that game's going to be horrible, very, very tight. So Ramanathan's saying you'd remove Ronaldo for someone like Jesus. Yeah, Steve-O? Forget it. Fozzie saying you can only join at the start. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We advertised it 50,000 times, so anybody that wants to join these teams, not our problem. Non-FPL, but Koeman has to be sacked. No comment, Dan. I know nothing about Barcelona. Yeah, so that's pretty much it from me. That's it. That's the preview. Like I say, it's one of those where I think this week, I'm glad I'm playing the free hit this week. It's perfect timing, so to speak. The matches from the best teams in the league, you cannot doubt that they are fantastic fixtures. Let's have a look at them again. So Liverpool at home to Liverpool at home to Brighton. Gold. Or goals, should I say. Man City at home to Crystal Palace. Goals. Chelsea away at Newcastle. Hopefully a clean sheet, but Newcastle are hopeless, so should be in for some goals in that game. I'm loving the Aston Villa versus West Ham game. A bit of fun there, I think. So yeah, there's three or four matches there I'm lumping on. I've got like I said, I've got the odd punt, Hwang and Krul, so I'm happy with it. It's cool. It's fun. So differential punts this week. Firmino, I actually had Firmino, Mane and Salah in my team. But I looked at Firmino and he's just not scoring. So I just kind of left Firmino out. But certainly Mane. I think, despite what I said, I think Kevin De Bruyne, certainly. Tielemans, against Arsenal, Tielemans. Get the odd assist. To be honest, Jimenez. Why not? Why not? But yeah, there's not many players that are worth punty this week, I don't think. The game, Josh King, like I said, but you're really going to be hoping that. Just there. Surprised no Cornet on your free hit with Raya out. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that Brentford are going to be conceding goals left, right and centre. Who am I going to replace? Who am I going to take Cornet out? Come on, Brian, think. Think logically. Who's Cornet going to come in out of that 11 there? Nobody. And he ain't going to be outscoring, though. He got his 2 goals last week, like I said. Cornet got his 2 goals last week, so that's going to cover him for the next couple of matches. Can he get an assist this week? Yeah. But, is he going to outperform? Who was it? Harbour Boy or Bilal? Harbour Boy or Bilal making the point, look, we can't control these players, what they do. It's just based on probability. Hence why I do these fantasy bets. Because if I do fantasy bets, then it just covers my backside. No, Davey, hello. I was thinking of you actually yesterday. Someone tweeted about you. I think you retweeted something. And no, it's got nothing to do with the flags. It's because I took a -8 for... So I took a -4 originally for Raya, to bring in Raya. This was on last week's Saturday. So it was after the Chelsea game last week. I took a -4 to bring in Raya and Reece James, which I was perfectly happy with. Brentford had really good fixtures, and then the other day, Triggerlips, it doesn't really matter who revealed it now, Raya was out. So I brought in Ramsdale, -8, and I'm thinking, I've just started to do really well. I can't let that hit take me. So I'm just happy to do the free hit this week. I'm just happy to do it. And to be honest with you, a lot of people, we all keep banging on about, well, use it for a double game, use it for this, use it. It never pays off. At least now, this is when teams have got something to play for. It's when teams have got something to play for. FPL Dare, hello. Hi, mate. Right. This, the irony being, of course, is FPL Dare is amazing at fantasy football. So, yeah. But yeah, I think this week is where teams have got a lot to play for, and especially the big boys, like your team, Davey, with Liverpool. Got to win it. Man City have to win. Chelsea have to win to keep up in the Premier League. So these are the games in which these guys have got to do well in. So it's very, very good. Was that an Australian or South African? South African. I was doing I don't even know why I was doing a South African accent the other day. I can't honestly remember, but I was definitely doing it. And the Australian one is because I was doing an Australian one because of a Bronson. Not Bronson, Chopper. And come on, Steve-o, think. Chopper and... Look, mate. This is really annoying. It's the bad guy in Chopper. I'm bloody Neville Bardos. Neville Bardos, man. Who the bloody hell do you think you're talking to, man? And also a character in the bill who's turned up. He's Australian too. So, there you are. Have you played a 3-5-2 with Cornet instead of Rudiger? Rudiger's a waste of space. Forget it. I prefer your Brummie accent, Steve-O. What's that guy's name? Is it Adam Hotcroft? I can't even do these accents. When is the Krispy Kreme event, Steve? Krispy Kremes are rubbish at the moment. They're all just the same rubbish flavours that no one cares about. Yeah, let's have a quick look. All right. Brian Tavares, let's do a live. Let's do a live 3-5-2 formation. Taking Rudiger out, who's got a decent chance of getting a clean sheet, versus a Burnley player who has got... Oh, damn, I've got to type in his name, haven't I? Oh, this isn't exactly Davey FPL now or Andy, is it? This is terrible. Cornet. And I've got 4.5 where I can bring in someone like, what's his face, Loughton. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Cornet for Rudiger, essentially. What do you think? Cornet for Rudiger. David Hackinson's here. Finally get to catch you live. His name is Nora. Good Lord. Haven't seen that name, your name for ages. Hello. I'm on a week's holiday. Nice. Very, very nice. Get stuffed, Davey. Davey's saying here, I like the teams. I like the team. I was doing an impression of Dread FPL on a members video. I can't, mate. Guys, I'm literally been up since 2 o'clock this morning, so my voice is just. Ugh. Maybe I should do a stream at 2 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, no way doing Cornet to Rudiger. Nah, forget it. Wow, Vijesh is here. Good Lord. Thinking of Armstrong to Tony, but who do I bench? Reece James, Rafinha, or one of the City defenders? Rafinha. Leeds are rubbish. Flying Dutchman is saying bench 2 out of Hwang, Tony, Buemo and Livramento. Bench 2. Tony and Buemo and put £1 on Tony and Buemo to score. What about West Ham defence? Forget it. Aston Villa are awful from set play. I'm not interested. Not when you've got the likes of Chelsea, Man City and Liverpool up against Brighton, Crystal Palace and Newcastle. I might captain Mount. Why? He got his returns last week. He's probably going to get an assist this week. It'll be Havertz will probably repay his players this week. 3-5-2, eh? Nah, I'm going 4-4-2. And Brian Tavares, I'll just put money. All I'll do is I'll just put money on Cornet to do well. Vardy didn't really turn up so well after all. No. Did he go off at half time? Is that right? Did he go off at half time? Terrible. Yeah, of course, Anurag. Watch Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City not keep clean sheets now. You'd like to think they will. But who else are you going to bat this week to keep clean sheets? I mean, these teams are terrible. 4 clean sheets. You know, you're not going to... Burnley, Brentford players. You've got Watford, Southampton, Norwich, Leeds, Aston Villa, West Ham, Wolves, Everton. I mean, forget it. Yeah, I mean, I'm going now. Fozzie, I'm clearing off. Just thought it was a spicy differential for a free hit and rare. It could be shambles. tell you what I'll do, Brian. I'll do a members video straight after this. Yeah, I'll do a members video, actually. Vijesh is saying Ramsdale or Forster. Ramsdale. Play Ramsdale over Foster? Yes. Yes. Anurag saying, but regardless, yeah, I agree. Rudiger over Cornet. Right, I'm gonna clear off. I may just do a quick members video talking about Cornet versus Rudiger, and the what a members video that'll be. Yeah, right. I'm clearing off. Genuinely, thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys on Saturday. Jason's 95 to 99% certain that he's going to be doing a stream tomorrow evening, so stay tuned for Jason doing his stream tomorrow. We'll be obviously telling you guys via @Elite FPL on Twitter when we're going live, and obviously the Discord link in the description, and so on and so forth. It's the classic line of follow us on Twitter, follow us on YouTube if you want to. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. If you like us talking about the Rivals League, if you want to, you know what I mean. If you've enjoyed the stream, hit the like button. It's the usual story. But anyway, I'm going to clear off, and I'm just going to do a quick members video. So thanks everybody, and see you later, mate. What does Jay say in the in-betweeners? 20 bloody 2, mate. 90 and 84, mate. Says you're Australian. 2 bloody ride, mate. 90 and 84. See you later. See you later, guys.